Welcome to my class and welcome to my channel. Today, we are to discuss a timely topic from our Pivot for a Learner's Packet or LEAP, and this is Writing a Movie Review. I am your subject teacher, Dr. Jan-Ann-Rey, and I hope you prepared the following materials: notebook, paper, pen, and of course, our Pivot for a Learner's Packet. What is a movie review? A movie review sums up the author's personal impression and critical evaluation of a film and its elements organized in paragraphs. Its main purpose is to inform, analyze, convince, and entertain. Again, these are the purposes: inform, analyze, convince, and entertain. Writing a movie review aims at providing the readers with something to look forward to without spoiling the content of the film. How to write an effective movie review. Here are 7 paragraphs to complete the content of your movie review. Headline, title of the movie. Try to add a pun. We have 7 paragraphs. Number 1, film intro. Number 2, plot summary. Number 3, setting spotlight. Number 4, character limelight. Number 5, likes and dislikes. Number 6, lesson learned. And number 7, recommendations. Number 1 is film intro. In film intro, you have to introduce the film by saying that you have just watched it and would like to share your opinion on it. You have to indicate a few details that will help the reader understand what type of film you are referring to. How about plot summary? In writing your plot summary, you have to summarize the plot of the movie. You have to indicate its setting and main characters. Remember, a summary has to be brief but contain the necessary details. Do not include spoilers of any kind on any part of the movie. Number 3, setting spotlight. You have to elaborate on how the setting contributed to the effectiveness of the film, to the actions of the cast, and to the emotions and atmosphere it sets through every scene. Number 4 is character limelight. You have to talk about the actors and actresses and how they portrayed their characters in the movie. You have to discuss about their characters and how the actors are effective or not in giving justice to their roles. Number 5, likes and dislikes. You have to talk about the parts of the movie that you like and or dislike. Be sure to include specific details or scenes from the movie. Number 6 is lesson learned. You have to share lessons learned from the movie, the theme, the moral. What do you think other audiences will learn from it? And number 7, recommendations. Identify the group of people who would like and enjoy seeing the movie. To whom would you recommend it to? To whom would you not recommend it to? These are the 7 paragraphs. Don't forget this: how to write an effective movie review. Film intro, plot summary, setting spotlight, character limelight, likes and dislikes, lesson learned, and recommendations. Learning task 1. The table below consists of shuffled parts of a movie review. Identify which part of movie review is presented by each paragraph. Choose your answers from the options provided inside the box. Write only the letter of your answer. That is our learning task 1. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. And H. Recommendations. Number 1. The film was keen on details and it's refreshing. This film deserves to be watched to inspire each and every one of us. If you allow it, the film can even move your heart. If you like Kita Kita, then I assure you that you'll dig 100 tula para kay Stella as well and get the I want to watch it again feeling. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. H. Recommendations. Number 2. Loser to ideal type. The film successfully delivered the character's journey. First, J.C. Santos as Fidel shows writing poems as an outlet for someone who wanted to avoid being laughed at because of his speech defect. He proves how inspiration can change life and that same inspiration is not enough to win a girl or to have a happy ending. Santos's performance, when Stella hands down the poems to him, creates a heartbreaking confrontation scene. Friend-zoned right there. Then, there is Bella Padilla as Stella, who surprises us with her natural acting skill. She's effortless, even if she is playing a frustrated rock artist who is facing many challenges in life. I found myself in roller coaster as I watched her character, from loving her to hating her, but I realized she's an epitome of a character we need to embrace. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. And H. Recommendations. Number 3. Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella is directed by Jason Paul Laksamana. It is a story about a freshman Fidel who stutters. He loves poetry, which serves as his avenue to express his love for the campus rock star Stella. When in college, they became close friends. When he reached his 100th poem, Fidel finally gave the poems to Stella to confess his love. Yes, it is about friendship beginnings that turned into love. But it's not a typical love story that we've seen in Pinoy teen romance films. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. And H. Recommendations. Number 4. 90s feels aside from the excellent cast. There's the element of nostalgia in film, resonating with the millennials. I know Gen X and even Y will be delighted to see the days of the vintage Nokia phone, diskettes and cassette tapes, and pop idols like 98 Degrees and Mariah Carey. With River Maya's Balisong, displays the time when Pinoy rock bands were in boom. Even Friendster existed, and it sounds bizarre and interesting at the same time seeing the time of social media back then. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. H. Recommendations. Number 5. Just with the title, I got the I want to watch this feeling. At first, when I heard it from my classmates, I thought it would be about spoken poetry, which has been in social media platforms nowadays. But I was totally wrong. Since Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino or PPP is over, let me share my insights about this movie. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. H. Recommendations. Number 6. Catharsis in Nostalgia by Abigail Iclavea. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. And H. Recommendations. Number 7. It is with the effect that Filipino filmmakers are thriving to offer something fresh and new to movie audiences. Isang daang tula para kay Stella gives the idea that mainstream and indie film are put together. It surprisingly includes some elements that are hardly present in mainstream cinema. I love that there's more to poetry and music in the movie. It features admirable characters and the 2000s vibes. A. Title. B. Film intro. C. Plot summary. D. Setting spotlight. E. Character limelight. F. Likes and dislikes. G. Lesson learned. H. Recommendations. Learning Task 2. The paragraphs below consist of shuffled parts of a movie review. Arrange the paragraphs to form a comprehensive movie review of the film Kita Kita. Organize the paragraphs using the letters of the alphabet. Start with the letter A to arrange the paragraphs in sequential order. Number 1. It's a simple idea but it works. Kita Kita is really just a 2-actor film about a Filipino tour guide in Sapporo, Japan, who gets her heart broken and goes blind. Her neighbor, also a Filipino, comes over to her house every day to try and cheer her up, and a romance blossoms between them. The movie revolves around this simple plot, yet it fills out its 84-minute running time and leaves you completely satisfied at the end. There's this push and pull about the gimmick of her being blind, but it's used more narratively and even lyrically than it is for easy jokes. Number 2. Kita Kita is an eye-opener for the romantic comedy genre. Number 3. And writer or director Sigrid Andrea Bernardo knows what to do with her camera. In a film about not being able to see, she knows when to give us close-ups and knows when to zoom out. She frames the couple amidst a backdrop of a quaint and rural Japan with the knowledge and one of these characters cannot see it. But in the breaking down of Leia's walls, the grand architecture or the fields of multicolored flowers become symbols of Leia's internal world. It's a lovely use of cinematography for a film like this. It seems in its trailers, the comedy is going to stem from Empoy Marquez being not the typical matinee idol and romantic lead type for a woman as gorgeous as Alessandra De Rossi, except since she's blind. She doesn't know that. But the film never goes there. It doesn't go for the easy laughs. Her blindness is caused by the stress of her breakup and she is shut out from life. And Marquez's Tonio asks her to be his tour guide, as he will be her eyes. What unfolds is a story about kindness and how it can warm even the coldest of hearts. The film utilizes Empoy Marquez's magnificent comic timing and transforms him into this charming leading man who becomes ideal because he comes off as a genuinely nice guy. And without acting with her eyes, Alessandra De Rossi shows us how her walls and her bitterness are slowly taken down one by one. It's all body language and voice acting. She begins very hard, her voice deep, with layer of threatening. But as Tonio continues to charm his way into Leia's heart, she gets soft, her voice gets sweeter. It's a lovely subtle performance by De Rossi. Number 5. Kita Kita is a charming film that gives us a fresh look into the rom-com genre. It doesn't rely on prefabricated chemistry or overly complicated plots. It's just two amazing actors going through the process without being flashy or trendy or cool. And with the simplest of plots, we've come to realize that that is enough for us to enjoy going to the cinema. Number 6. For 84 minutes, you are watching this love story materialize in front of your eyes, and it hinges on Marquez being charming and De Rossi falling for the charms. And it's best shown in what seem like unscripted moments and improvised scenes. And just when you've been convinced, the film brings you to another level entirely and takes you on another journey that is surprising and profound. This is the source. Learning task 3. Watch a Filipino film on television or via movie streaming sites. Accomplish the table below after watching the film. Then, write your movie review based on your answers in the table. Consider the pointers on how to write a movie review as discussed in this lesson. Movie Review Template Guide. We have the summary, characters, setting, lesson, likes or dislikes, recommendation. Go ahead. Once again, this is your movie review template guide. Your output will be graded using the rubrics below. The criteria, summary, analysis and evaluation of elements of the film, structure and organization, grammar, mechanics and convention, and overall evaluation of the film. Our references: Pivot for a Learner's Packet or LEAP. Special thanks to Miss Jan-Joy R. Cabuyao and Miss Maria Madel C. Rubia, SDO, Tayabas City. Another source, and this one. Do you have questions? Kindly use our comment section. Go ahead. Kindly like this video. Handang isip, handa bukas. Sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. I am Miss Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado, and please subscribe to our channel because next time I will be uploading again our topic in English 10. Thank you. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. Enjoy!